All right, hey guys, this is Matthew back with another video. In today's video, I'm here with my brother. In today's video, I'm going to be comparing Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal's practice, two of the greatest players in the world, and I'll be seeing what I can learn from their practices. Let's go. First, we will be seeing Rafael Nadal's practice.
So with Rafael Nadal, we can see that he's obviously keeping things very high. He's giving it at least 4 to 7 feet above the net, which is really high clearance that you don't usually see in players. But what he's training here is just not hitting it in the net, and that helps him hit it cleanly, and it'll help him get used to the courts, which is something we can all use in our practice.
Yeah, and you can also see how far back Nadal stands from the baseline because he wants the ball to get in the strike zone.
Right. So that's something a lot of clay quarters from Spain will do because they don't want to hit winners and stuff. That's what they train to do. So yeah, that's something Nadal does as well. We can also see that he's taking everything on his front foot. There we could see backed up, but he's not trying to be backing up on every ball. So he can be used to being on the attack and hitting it all cleanly. I mean, one big thing that I'm noticing that me and Ame kind of don't do a lot in practice is that you see he's not really going for winners a lot, right?
Yeah.
He's giving it right back to the opponent or like somewhere in his general area. And that's helping him get really long rallies, and that's helping him kind of just keep it in the right area.
Yeah. Another thing you see is that Nadal isn't hitting a single ball in the net. Like, he's missing long, but not in the net.
Right. See, very high balls. And it's okay to miss long. In a match, you can always just make the height go down or like add more spin, right? But in practice, it's very high. It's very important not to hit the net. You'll see there's 2 balls on his hitting partner's side, but there's 0 on Rafa's.
His footwork is also very minimal right now because he's only playing at the baseline.
But you can still see how his weight transfer is always going forward with his shots.
And you see how none of them are hitting short balls, and they're hitting like deep balls past the blue line.
Right, yeah. Everything is very deep. Everything very spin. See, he's controlling all the pace. Sorry about our dog back there. But yeah, he's controlling all the pace and he's trying not to hit winners. Cool. So that was Rafa. We can move on to Federer now, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Now we're gonna see Federer's practice, and he's playing with Fucsovics in this.
Fucsovic.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of the same things with Federer, actually taking it on his front foot, hitting it early, and just hitting it deep, none in the net. Actually, that's one thing we're seeing with Federer that we haven't been seeing with Nadal a lot. He's taking it very early, and that's mimicked in his game style too. And in his game, he's very aggressive. He's always trying to take things a lot more early, right?
Yeah, and you can see how both Rafa and Federer both keep the ball really deep and don't hit any winners.
Right, yeah. Hitting it right back to Martin Fucsovic. And another difference between them is that Federer is not standing that far behind the baseline.
Yeah, I mean, that's also because Nadal's playing on clay and Federer's playing on hardcourt.
Right, so. Yeah. He's hitting everything right in the strike zone. Nothing is too far out, and he's hitting everything very clean. I mean, that's a trait that we've seen in Federer always. He's always been one of the best players with touch, and he always hits everything clean. But in practice, it's really shown how he practices that.
And another thing we're seeing from Federer is he's not hitting the ball as high as Nadal was, and he's keeping the ball lower, like 2 to 4 feet.
I mean, yeah, he's hitting with shape on the ball, but he's hitting a lot more linearly, right?
Yeah, and he's hitting a lot more down the line, whereas Nadal was hitting a lot more cross court.
Yep. Federer's slice, another huge thing in his game. I mean, they have very different practice styles, but if you take it down to what the ball is doing, it's almost the same thing. Everything deep, nothing in the net, everything with a nice shape.
And they both hit both balls always on their front foot.
Yeah, right. Great shots. If only our practice looked like this.
Another thing is Nadal tends to hit balls more closed, and Federer hits a lot more balls open.
Right,
Like as you can see right there, he's hitting the ball open a lot more than closed. And with Nadal, he hits a lot more balls closed, and his footwork is a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, his footwork, and I mean Nadal's a lot more intense player, right? After
Yeah.
every practice, after every match, he's just dripping in sweat. Federer makes it look like he's not trying to hit the ball hard at all. He's
Yeah, and
just,
Federer.
everything is very relaxed for him. So it's just their game styles, right?
Yeah, and Federer tends to be the aggressive one in the rally, while Nadal just wants to rally the rallies out and just like keep the ball in play.
He's more of a counter puncher. Federer is more of like an all-court aggressive base.
And another thing we see is Federer's already hit 2 balls in the net, whereas Nadal didn't hit a single ball.
I mean,
in the net.
Those were kind of just goofy mistakes, but yeah. So yeah, I think we've basically hit everything.
Yeah.
We've seen the differences and similarities between Federer and Nadal in the practice.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of good footwork and good hitting, and we hope that this video helps you with your practices as well. And thanks for watching.